Hello everyone, welcome back to Junior Developers. Today we are going to be learning how to code to the Windows form app which we have created in the last video. First let's click on create a new project. Now we have to select the Windows form app C# and click on next. Now we can give the name whatever we want, but now let's make it a different topic and name it shopping list or anything. I'm naming it shopping list. I have an idea in mind. Now let's click next, create. It takes some time. So what are we going to do in this video is that we will be writing the code for the Windows form app which we have created in the last class. Last class we tried an calculator, but this time we will be doing one different project. Okay, now let's wait for the form to load. Okay, now that the form has loaded, let's start. First we'll close all this. So in the view box we can get the toolbox option where we will get all the needed items such as buttons, labels and text boxes. First let's open the properties tab and change the text from form 1 to market, junior developers market, all caps. Okay, so now first let's add a label and let's name it market. Let's open the properties tab, go to the text, let's click on let's type a market. Let's change the font of it to, we'll make it black italic, size 12. Let's give it some effects, underline and strikeout. Okay, nice. Now let's add more labels. I think we'll be needing 6 more labels. So what we can do is that we can click Control C and Control V. Control C is for copying, Control V is for pasting. I pasted the label 6 times. Now I'm going to arrange them in an order. I am making it very systematically, one after the other. I am making sure everything is or arranged order wise. Yes, all looks nice. Okay, now let's right click and go to the properties tab, and now let's change the label to into, we'll make it we can take, I'm planning on taking fruit. Let's take as apples count. So we are going to write the count of the fruits which we are doing there, apples count. We'll change the font of it and size of it. Let's do this for the remaining two. Let's take a banana and grapes. Let's add border to it also, banana and grapes. Let's make this bananas count. Let's change for all of that bananas count font. We change the font and everything. Now let's move to grapes, properties, text, grapes, grapes, grapes count. I'm adding count so that we can write the number of grapes we have bought, number of apples we have bought, number of bananas we have bought. Now let's change the font of it, and let's add the border. We have already added the border. Now let's move on to label 5. We'll write as apple cost. So as we will be writing the cost of the apples in this side, apple cost. Next we'll change the first we'll change the font of it to bo now let's add border. Now let's do the same for the bananas and grapes. Bananas as bananas cost. Let's add border to it. Now let's change the font of it. Properties. Now let's do it for the grapes cost. I added the border now for the font. Okay. Now let's add text boxes. I'm adding text boxes here so that we can enter the value of the apples, how many apples we bought, and what is the cost of one singular apple. And for it's the same for bananas and grapes. So I'm going to take a text box, then I'm going to copy it, Control C plus Control V. I'm going to do it for 5 times actually. Now I'm going to arrange one after the other. Okay, I will change the background color of it to gray. I thought it's looking nice. Now what are we going to do is that we will be changing the design name of each text box. For the first text box of apples count, I'm going to write apple count in all caps. I'm going to repeat this process for all of it, all the text boxes, even on the cost side and on the count side. Now I'll make this banana all caps banana count. Now this has a grape count, all caps. Now this has apple cost, all caps. I'm writing it in all caps so that I can differentiate it while writing the code for it. Now as the bananas cost. Now for the grapes cost. Now for the final step, let's add one button to it so that when we click on the button, it will show us the final output. I will adjust the size of it. I'll change the design name of it to bill in all capital letters. Now I will change the text on the button to show bill, and I will change the font of it too. Okay, now I'll double click on the button. In the previous class I told you that if we double click on any of the label, text or button, we will be moved to another place called form1.cs. Here we can do the coding for it. So first let's start the coding by typing int, which means integer. Before that, let's see the design. Now we have added the design names of it. These will be used in this form1.cs, where we will do the coding work. Okay, now let's start the coding work by typing int. I will write the first letter, I will make it capital, and I will write apple capital C count. I am just writing this in a different way so that I can, it will be easy for me to recognize it while writing. Equal look, capital C convert dot 2 into 32. Now in the brackets I will write apple, the design name which we have written, apples count in all caps in circular brackets, apples count dot text. We will be adding dot text, and we will close the brackets and add a semicolon at the end. Now we will repeat the same process for apples cost. Int apple I forgot to give the space. Apple cost, okay, C cost space is equal to convert. So we are going to write the same thing here, which Visual Studio has already recommended to us, because I am going to write the same thing. Now for the final bill of the apple, I am going to write int capital A apple bill capital B bill equal to apple. Now what is going to happen here is that we will be multiplying the apple count and apple cost together. Apple count multiplied means we will be adding a star. Next, apple cost. Now at the end a semicolon. Now we got to repeat the same process for all of them, bananas and grapes. I will be doing all that and I will show it to you in just a moment. So you can see here that I have completed everything for including the bananas and the grapes. Now we will move to the final part of this, where we will write the code of it. Int final is equal to, now here what we are going to do is that we will be adding all of the things for apple bill plus banana bill plus grapes bill. So apple bill plus banana bill plus grapes bill and don't forget to give a semicolon at the end of it. Now in the next line, now we will write MessageBox.Show. So what this is going to do is that it's going to show a message box in which the output will be pop in the brackets. In that we will be writing final, which we have used in the above sentence, final dot to string, and we're going to have open a circular bracket and close the circular bracket, and at the end we are going to place a semicolon. With this, the coding part is completed. Now let's run the program and let's check if we have made any errors. Okay, now we'll give some random numbers for the apple count and the apple cost, banana count and banana cost, and grapes count and grapes cost. So what it's going to do here is that for the in the apple count, the number which is there, it is going to be multiplied with the number in the apple's cost, and it's going the same process will be going to work for the bananas and grapes, and at the end all of it is going to be added. Now when I click on the show bill, uh, I have to be seeing the final output which has been calculated by the artificial intelligence. You can see here we got the final output. If you want, you can check it via calculator also. If you have liked my video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and don't forget I will be pasting the code in the description, don't forget to check it out. If you have any doubts, please post in the comments and I will make sure to reply for it. Thank you for coming to my channel.